Hello, and welcome to this lesson where we are going to talk about how to write instructional texts, which are also called procedural texts. By the end of this lesson, hopefully, you will be able to firstly define what instructional texts are, then explain the parts of instructional texts. Finally, and most importantly, compose your own instructional texts. Before we start, here are some examples of instructional texts. How to make something, giving directions to people and getting places, preparing your favorite dish. See, you are using instructional texts almost every day and without you even knowing it. So how do we begin writing? First of all, as in every kind of writing, you must give it a title. Let's take this image as an example. What title would you give it? Very good. How to wear a tie. See, simple. Then moving on to the main body, which consists of two parts. Part number 1, you will add a subtitle. Underneath the subtitle, you are going to have a list in bullet points or numbers of all the things needed. Here is an example. See, here we have the main title, character. Underneath this main title, we have a subtitle, ingredients, and underneath our ingredients we have all of the material needed in bullet points. Okay, moving on to part 2. In part 2 we add another subtitle. Then we write the steps in a chronological order. Remember that you are giving people instructions of how to do something, therefore they are relying on you to prepare this on the right way. See, this is the subtitle we gave, and underneath it we gave the instructions. So if you have noticed the language features used, let's go back a second. Take 1 second to look at them and think of the language features. When we said add water, add this, turn off, add strain, what did you notice? Comes. Very good. We use the present tense. We use imperative verbs such as take, put, cut, and etc. Your instructions, they are always direct and simple, right to the point. You're going to use sequencing connectives. Sequencing connectives means such as firstly, next, finally, secondly, etc. And we are using adverbs. How are you going to add things? You're going to add them slowly. You're going to put it gradually. Okay? Now that you have learned how to write an instructional text, let us practice by working on this prompt. You work for a local newspaper. The editor has asked you to write a national recipe to be published on Qatar's National Day release. Write your recipe, including a list of ingredients and instructions for preparing the dish. Here's an example of the plan. See, you're going to add a title here, and then you're going to write the instructions. I'll give you 1 second to brainstorm ideas, and then I'll show you my own. Okay, time is up. See, I've decided to make balalit. This is my title. All right, and then I have a subtitle with ingredients. Here is everything I need. I used a tick as a bullet point. And then after I gave all my ingredients, I gave the instructions using numbers. Being a large pot, boil, add, drain, heat, return, and etc. Liked it? Sounds good? Okay, well, this is just a short tutorial on how to write instructional text. I hope it was useful.